Hey guys, so this one's for Dave, who just sent me an email, just asked a question about, to give you a background, Dave's 31 years old, he's saved 30,000 bucks, 30,000 pounds. He's only on 16 grand income, okay? And so obviously he lives up north, which is great because houses are quite cheap. So, first of all, I think well done, really well done. And I think, to save 30,000 bucks, it doesn't exactly say how, whether, maybe you got some of that from family, whatever. It doesn't matter. You've got 30,000 bucks. So for me, that's sort of, I say about 25,000 is the minimum to display discipline. And really, I really like to see people who get the discipline sorted before they invest in property. And that's not to say you can't, but, it's a good indication of their future as an investor if they can get around that £25,000 mark savings, and that's disciplined savings, because that also gets them their first deposit, which is what he has. Now, a couple of things. So in his comment, he made a comment about the fact that he's self-employed, but he has lots of time, okay? So my concern is this. Number one, your income's 16,000, which is, for up there, that may be a perfectly reasonable income. But my thing would be, and this is my opinion is why have you got so much time being self-employed? You should be doubling down on your own business. You should be backing that business. Look, I don't know the circumstances or what it is or anything, but in my experiences, there's very few businesses where you're going to have lots of time to yourself. And one of the reasons why I do property is because I love it, because I can do what I love and property's on the side. Now, it just so happens that property is what I love doing. And actually, property's not what I love doing. Helping people like yourself, sort out their businesses and their marketing and whatever it is. Actually, I'm an entrepreneur, and that's really what I love doing. So my first question would be, firstly, congratulations on the 30 grand. Great, awesome, fantastic. The second one would be, why the hell aren't you busy with your business? You're only earning 16 grand, which is in a relative to the rest of what I would expect, that's quite a low income, okay? So is it now I'll ask this question, is it a business or is it a hobby, okay? Because from my perspective, it sounds like it's more of a hobby than a business. If you've got lots of time, but you're earning a little bit of income, that sounds like a hobby, okay? So either decide it's a hobby or decide it's a business. If it's a business, double down, put that extra time you got into it, and make some more money. Get that up, double it, triple it, quadruple it. Get that up there, because that is one of the keys that you're going to need to build a bigger and bigger portfolio, is a good income to back you, because that will help you when interest rates go up and when various things happen through the cycle. The other side of it is, if it's a hobby, then call it a hobby, yeah? Do it as a hobby and go get a freaking job, yeah? Which is going to pay you probably another 16 grand. And I'm not sure how much time you're spending and all that, but you're going to get your income up to about 30 grand. Because I think if you can get your income to 30 grand from where you are, then actually you're in a really good situation. So I think, there's a few things. It might be a bit confrontational. You may not agree, but you know what? I'm just on the limited data that I've got from which you've given me, that's what I would recommend. Now, you mentioned strategy. What strategy should you go with, okay? Now, look, because you've only got a limited amount of data, and because you're saying you've got lots of time, now let's assume, first of all, that you've got lots of time, and for whatever reason, you've got the time to do it, all right? You're working 9 to 5, and actually you've got 5 to 9 every day in which you can do this, all right? Because really, a living is made 9 to 5, a lifestyle is made 5 to 9. In other words, 5 p.m. to 9 p.m., yeah, every night. You should be focusing and getting out there. Ditch the Netflix subscription and focus on making money and getting your base built, because at your age, now's the time to do it, So, assuming you've got the time, yeah, what I would be doing is I'd be spending 3 months going around and doing every possible thing, free seminar I can, not investing, not spending it, learning as much as I possibly can. Yeah, a student of learning. You've just got to learn so much information, okay? And when you do that, at the end of 3 months, you'll have a much better idea of what your options are, okay? Now, for your personal thing, I would say spend 3 months focusing on your business and getting your income up, and see how far you can really get it up in 3 months if you were serious about it, okay? and at the same time, start reading lots of books, yeah, going along the free seminars, because you've got time to do that, okay? You're 31 years old, doesn't sound like you're married to kids or nothing like that. You're probably living at home, maybe, I don't know. Get out there and do this. Grab the world by the horns and go make your mark, because, now is the time to do it. If you set yourself up now, then by the time you're 40, you are going to be, relaxing, not relaxing. Life never about relaxing. And the people who are successful don't relax. They keep going at it. They keep finding the next thing that they want to aim for. But the cash flow, yeah, and the concerns about that side of things will be under control. And that's really what you want to get to. So hopefully that gives you a bit of a go. Look, I'm not going to go into specific strategies now, because without knowing the details, I think spend that 3 months and either go into your business or go into the property side and learn as much as possible. I mean, start by reading every article in my blog. That's a great start. You've got an amazing amount of information there from the last 20 years, that I've been writing, okay? So you've got heaps of opportunity. Anyway, so, and by the way, if you're sitting there listening to this and you're a 31-year-old and you're in a similar situation, then take the advice, yeah? And do something about it. Get on it, yeah? Get on it now, because the sooner you get on it, the sooner you cut the excuses and actually get on it, the sooner you'll start reaping the rewards, and you won't have to go and, buy the stuff that makes you look good on credit. You can actually afford to pay cash for it and not have to worry about it, because you're earning that money. All right, get at it, and make sure you subscribe, comment, on how you went, and if you want any more distinctions about little things that I said in there, chuck them in the comment section. All right, guys, have a great day. Live with passion. See you later.